with me and to share on the power of the collective women's voices and owning your self-worth. I think this is so important, especially in this time. We see a lot of changes happening in the world today, and a lot of we are going through change right now. We are going through a reboot, is how I see it. And this is the time for us to reboot and instill the systems and values that we have seen in the past that has not been working, and we can make things right. And we are at the stage where all of us are still able, and alhamdulillah, we are still we're still healthy, that we can still add value and impact the world through our legacy and through our voices and through our actions. All right, so with that, I'd like to welcome all of you to this morning session, and I would like to go around and invite each and every one of you to introduce yourselves. I'll start with the people in our community right now. We'll start with Wan Seha. Can you introduce yourself? Unmute yourself.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, good morning and good evening to everybody. My name is Shaka, and I have been with Mushida for some time now. With Once Education 21, an education center where we offer training courses to Al-Quran teachers, and also I am currently developing the women community to help those women who have a lot of potential but they're scared to come out. I met a lot of these people in previously when I was employed in a company. A community among them for them to come up.
All right, awesome. Thank you, Seha. Seha, if you can also fix your mic, it's a little bit was that static? We'd love to hear more from you later. Okay, let's also invite Nurul. Nurul, can you unmute yourself? Okay, Nurul.
Can I share screen my slide that I sent to you, the introduction of
Okay,
myself?
sure. Yep.
Is it can?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I have a guideline. Okay. But I can share, I can do the sharing.
Oh, you can?
You need to upload first.
To go open the share button and put everybody share button. The share button, click at the share button and then
Oh, okay. Yep. All right, you can do it now.
All right, thank you, Puan. Okay. You can see there, Puan, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you can see my slide?
Yes, yes.
Okay, thank you, Puan Mushida. Okay, Assalamualaikum and good morning, everyone. Okay, my name is Nuruda. You can call me Nurul. So actually, I'm the consultant for health, safety, and environmental, and trainer for corporate industry. With and also I'm mother for 4 children. Okay, actually, I already involved in business since 2015. And then actually, why I'm joining the feminine leadership is because when I realized back, actually one of the reason is I don't have the mentor to the right coach to guide me on the business. And also one of it, I need to find the positive vibes, positive circle. And then actually when I'm joining Puan Mushida Club, these are the family leadership, I have seen the impact of my change for my family, also for myself and the business. So what I do now, I'm helping some of my friends with similar issues on the personal issues by motivate and give a few solutions. And also for the business, I also can leverage my knowledge in establishing SOP for corporate level. And also now I'm doing for the small business owner and micro industry. Okay, thank you, Puan Mushida, for the opportunity.
Okay, thank you so much for that introduction. Okay, now I'd like to invite Haslinda. Haslinda, can you unmute yourself?
Sure. Good morning and assalamualaikum everyone. My name is Haslinda Zainal Abidin. Unlike all of you who already have your business, I don't have yet mine, but it is very much in the pipeline, and that's what I'm working with Mushida and Z. And I'm very, very grateful for their guidance. because it's helping me to craft out something that's a lot more concrete versus something that's, you know, something that's just meh. So
Yeah.
that's it from me. Thank you.
Thank you, Haslinda. Okay, Samantha, are you ready? Okay, if not, what I'm going to do is I'm going to skip Samantha for now. Just let us know when you are ready. Rosmini, can you introduce yourself, please? Rosmini, yeah.
Oh, hi. Hi, good morning, everyone. Sorry, I'm faceless for today. Yeah, but because I didn't want to miss this awesome meeting. So good morning to everyone. Yeah, I'm Rosmini from Singapore, and I've just I'm new with my the profession that I'm doing. I'm a financial planner, but with a specific niche of doing Sharia compliant products, and we offer solutions to our clients in the Sharia compliant way. Yeah, so I hope to actually grow with this awesome group because I find that as a I really need to develop myself as an individual, and I feel that after meeting Mushida yesterday online, I mean for the jumpstart call, yeah, for the coaching, yeah, for the coaching, I find that I found my direction, and I'm more uh, energetic now, and I'm going to try and hit my target as we have discussed yesterday lah.
Yes,
So
you
pray
can
for
do
me.
it. Yes, you will. You will. Okay, thank you, Rosmini.
you.
I'd like to invite Dr. Lily right now. Can you unmute yourself? Hi, Dr. Lily. Are you ready? Yeah, go ahead. Okay, go on. Dr. Lily, I can't hear you. Yeah, Dr. Lily, we cannot hear you. Okay, there you go.
Okay. All right. I'm Dr. Lily Fariza Karim from Putrajaya, Malaysia. I'm actually an obstetrician and gynecologist, but lately I'm into fitness. I'm also a fitness and Zumba instructor. I'm starting my ladies fitness center, Lil Fiera Fitness, with extended women wellness program. And I have started my coaching with Puan Mushida. Alhamdulillah, I'm actually I have a problem of getting. After the coaching sessions, I'm clear of my big why of my project, and my vision is to empower women in health and wellness, and through my Lil Fiera Fitness. And I'm looking forward to collaborate with anyone who is interested in this field.
Yes.
So looking forward to know all of you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Dr. Lily. I'd like to acknowledge all of those people who came in today, this morning from, I know some of you, Maii, thank you so much. I'm going to give a special introduction to you very soon. We have people from Singapore, Malaysia, and Miami. We have people from, are you all, some of you from Australia or Vietnam? I mean, just post in the chat where you are from. Then we really love to network. And if any of you find that, you know, you'd like to collaborate with someone from another country, you know, send your message further to beyond the borders of your own city, this is the platform that we can support you with. All right, moving on to Samantha. Now you're ready with the video. Please introduce yourself, Samantha.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, hi everyone. I'm I'm Samantha. So me and my mom, we're a mother-daughter team. we actually started up our own company called
Hello.
called 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 J Global Lighthouse. J Global Lighthouse. And basically, what we do is that we are a marketing strategist for events, leisure, and lifestyle. For example, travel. And we also provide opportunities in Vietnam, specifically opportunities for events in Vietnam.
Okay,
Yeah.
wonderful. Yeah, awesome, awesome. Yeah, and we have women here in the chat.
That's it. Yeah.
That's great. Do keep in touch because we Sam and Joanna they do networking with companies who would like to invest in Vietnam as well. So this is also a good platform for you to get in touch with her and see how you can connect with women or men from across the world. Okay. So next, what we're gonna do is we're gonna invite Dee. Kak Dee, are you ready? Can you unmute yourself and please introduce yourself?
Hi, hello, good morning, everyone.
Morning.
How are you all feeling? It seems it's a nice weather. I'm from Singapore. Pasir Ris is raining right now. Okay, so I'd like to introduce myself. I'm Dee Duriati. I'm doing more on the wellness for the women, whereby helping them to ease their tensions, their pain relief, So this is how I'm very close with them, get them hands to start a daily life with always new activities. And at the same time, I'm also giving them some, some tips and education about health, how they can manage with the stress, how they manage with the pain. So these are the things more than a pain relief. So I would like to engage with someone who really loves to, to learn about massage. I'm also as a certified trainer. And then I'm more on the immune systems for women age of 40 to 60. So I'm 60 now, so there's a cycle of how our health is being affected with the environment, with the situation, and of course with the mindset. So I guess I'm a right to a good platform with love and respect with the Mushida. All of us women, we share what we can do to to have a better life, career, and a personal. Thank you.
Thank you, Duriati, Di Duriati. Okay, I would like to bring Maii on camera for a short while just to say hello, and we're gonna invite her. She's gonna have more time engaging with all of you, and you can have questions with her. I met Maii in the Divine Living platform, right? With Gina Devi, who is my coach and mentor. And I found that because she's very visible and she asks questions and she's very engaging as a person, and I see that she has achieved a lot of breakthroughs in a short period of time during the coaching session. And I said, I want her to share her experience, her story with the rest of you, and you apply some of the learnings that if some of you feel stuck in terms of how much you're going to charge, or even in terms of claiming your worth, I would love for you to meet her. So Maii, where are you? Can you turn on and say a quick hello to everybody?
Hi everyone, thank you Mashida for your wonderful introduction. It is such a privilege to be here because Mashida is in Queen, and I'm so admiring all women who go forward and just leading the way. I'm following her on this path.
Thank you, Maii. All right, we look forward to hearing a little bit more from you later, and a lot of questions if you all can ask Maii as well. Okay. Okay, just for the rest of you, we have I can give 5 minutes for her to have a quick introduction for all the rest of the ladies here in the room. Just say your name, where you are from, and what is your business that you're doing. Yeah, and we'd love to hear from you. Okay, so we'll start with Veronica. Veronica, can you unmute yourself?
Yes, hi everybody. I'm Veronica. I'm a holistic chef in Miami, and I like to help people, use food as medicine and make healthy taste good and make it easy to make. That's it.
Thank you, Veronica. Okay, we're Nora. Can you introduce yourself?
Hi everyone, I'm Nora from Shalam, Malaysia, and I'm just starting my life coaching business. And in the meantime, I'm also a career transition consultant. So I'm here today to see what this group is all about and how I can benefit or share. So I've known Moshida for a few years now. Okay.
Thanks, Nora. Yes, we have more than a few years actually. Okay, now let's listen to Shirley. Shirley, where are you from? Please introduce yourself.
Hi, good morning, ladies. I'm Shirley from Sri Petaling, KL. I actually run my own business, which is an event management business for corporate companies. But then due to the pandemic right now, so I don't foresee any events at least until next year with my clients. So I've actually started up another business that focuses on premium gifts and with flower arrangements and stuff. So we're trying to come up with unique gift sets for people who want to celebrate special occasions. We are trying not to be competing with others out there that does the usual. So we target different days that are not so popular, example like friendship days and things like that, where people do not think about that, and then we come up with special gifts for that.
Awesome.
So that's what I'm starting up right now. Of course, curiosity is the one that got me here. I'm very curious to know what this is all about, and so that's why I'm here today. Thank you very much.
Happy to share, Shirley, and welcome to this session. All right, I would need some help with this pronunciation. Ngok Andang, is that how I pronounce it? Can you introduce yourself and correct me if I'm not pronouncing it right?
Yes, you can call me Anne.
Anne,
it's
okay.
easier, the middle name, yeah. And yeah, hi everyone, nice to meet you all. Yes, Maii sent me the link here, and I would love to join and to meet everyone. So at the moment, I'm a social worker working in Australia, but I also just started my career as a yoga teacher and also counseling. I want to combine counseling and yoga together to help everyone to relieve stress and live a joyful life. Yes, and I'm also a client of mine, and then would love to join you here. Oh, thank you.
Thank you so much, Anne. Nice, welcome. Elizabeth, are you available to speak and turn on your camera? And you're from Germany?
Yes. Hello, everyone. I'm Elizabeth. I'm from Germany, and I'm in the middle of the night, so I would like to have it without the camera. But I'm happy to be with you, and I'm just now starting my life coaching career. So I've already had one client, and I'm being a client of Maii also. So we are having here really a little inner circle, and yes, I'm really enjoying hearing all of you.
Welcome, Elizabeth, and thank you for getting on. Yes, thank you for getting on from Germany. All right, let's listen to Cindy. Cindy, are you available to turn on your camera and introduce yourself? Cindy is also in our community.
Hi, good morning. Assalamualaikum all. I'm Cindy from Singapore, and yeah, I'm very new to the community here. I love to join the community because I wanted to have the high vibes, the positivity, and to get all the support here because I'm just started an online business, which is something very new to me. And well, I hope to get some tips, advice, or whatever from you guys. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, welcome everybody. So happy to have all your introductions. Okay, I'm going to do a sharing about the overview of what this community does, the Feminine Leadership community. And I'll do a share screen here. Okay, as an overview, um, okay, today this is the session that we are having, which is the talking about your worth, all right? And I started this community because I've noticed a lot of women that I coach are facing certain challenges besides mindset. There's also relationships, there's also managing their time, their children, their spouses or their partners. You know, they have a lot more. They seem to have a lot more on their shoulders as compared to the men that I coach, which is very simple, which is business, right? For women, they do business and they have a lot of other things that they have to go through, you know, emotionally and work-wise. So that's why this community is a support group for women business owners, professionals, people in careers, starting their careers, to come together, be supported, network and learn from one another so that we can bring you up to the level that you are meant to serve here in this world. And I know each and every one of you have such an amazing story and knowledge and experience that you are meant to share with the rest of the world, because the world needs your message. And today I'm very, very grateful to have Maii, who I met recently, and I love her so much, her energy, and I love that she has agreed to come and share her transformation story with all of you on your worth, because she is somebody who has owned her worth and has transformed her life and is you know, becoming a queen in her own business and in her personal life, right? So this is a little bit about me. I've been in business for the last 23 years, doing events as well, Shirley. You know, I went through SARS, so that's why I had experience pivoting now. Before I didn't, and I lost a lot of money back then. I was $150,000 in debt, and then I transformed that to a business over the years, learning how to manifest, especially when I had only 2 ringgit in my wallet, and I manifested 20,000 in less than 2 weeks. And this is something that I apply on myself, and I also share this with my community, right? And you know, right now we have a platform that we have built the last 2 months, actually 3 months, since COVID, to support conscious business owners, because Zil and I, Zil is my husband, who is also my business partner, we have been doing work and adding impact at the same time. We do training and coaching, and also we train and coach refugees here in Malaysia to come out of poverty, right? So we want to connect, and we want to help more conscious business owners to be able to do the work that they do better and also create bigger impact. And this is what this platform is for. We have a Leave a Legacy platform, two types of platforms, but they're both the same in terms of how we support. One is the generic one where men is open to men, you know, as well as women, and it's a platform to connect, mentor, and create visibility for conscious entrepreneurs offline and online, right? So we also have a community of people where if you are ready in your business, in Southeast Asia, we connect with all the governments here as well to create impact, reduce poverty, eliminate, to empower people, and to protect the environment at the same time, right? And this particular community, which is the Feminine Leadership Community, it's a women's development group, it's a women's leadership development group to develop and empower women as leaders and contributors to the growth of the economy and the people development in the society, right? So when we connect with one another, that is where we can do even more amazing things around the globe through our work. So now I'm going to talk to you about the power of community and how you can actually claim or own your own worth through community support. And these are pictures of, you know, the communities that I'm in. I think Veronica is with us here, this one when we were in Arizona. We're in the Rockstar community, which is a global community of conscious business owners around the world, led by Kane and Alicia Menkes. And I'm also in the Divine Living and the Queen group. This is us in Queen, under the leadership of Gina Devi. This is specifically to empower women with the right mindsets and lead with femininity through their business, yeah, or in their corporate life. So it is something that I have gone through, and I am happy to share and support women with my coaching on social impact, to be able to not only make lots of money, but also do lots of good in the world. All right. And yeah, this is our first one of our first meetups in Malaysia that we did, yeah, recently. Okay, so let's talk about self-worth and community. When you're in a collective environment, a very positive collective group of women who believe that each of them they have their own self-worth, they have their own values, they have their own experience, where they know that they have the right to charge for certain fees in order for them to exchange that energy. And you are in this very empowering group of women who not only create money through their businesses, but they're also doing good at the same time. You become one of them, you know. So this is what I believe. When it is in a community environment, when the community model is very positive, empowering, and also with the purpose of uplifting everyone economically and also spiritually and emotionally, that is where each and every one of us get supported, and we also increase our own self-worth and our own value in our societies, right? And the community that we have also has this love of service to one another, right? So when you have this love of giving value, adding value to people outside of just for yourself or for your own family members, you are actually nurturing this abundance mindset that there's more than enough. You're not afraid of competition, or you're not afraid of not enough or scarcity. And this is the reason why a lot of people has been stuck, you know, in their lives, because they are always thinking, if I give, I will get less. If I share too much, I will get less. And this is the mindset that we would like to transform to that of abundance. There's more than enough. There's 7 billion people in the world. There's so much impact that we all can create. You know, we are meant to serve our own clients and our own target market. So there's more than enough for everybody. With this kind of beliefs, you know, this is something I also believe in. There will be less wars, you know, people fighting over resources, people trying to claim power over one another in order for them to have more than the other person, right? And this is also something that we are also nurturing in our community, which is encouraging social experience. When you come into the community and you get invited into the WhatsApp group, the people that are exchanging, sharing knowledge, experience, and all of those good stuff, right? It's a very encouraging and also a very positive environment to be in. And that environment is the one that will also increase your own energy towards a lot of other things, including money, right? So who are in this high vibe entrepreneurs, if we want to develop entrepreneurs to be that of high vibe entrepreneurs, they take an approach to business that is more personal, more passionate, and more authentic. High vibe entrepreneur is also someone who's deeply driven to make real difference in the world with your business. All right, you make money through your business. Of course, you get fed, your family gets fed, you get you get, you know, money and abundance for yourself. But with that, also through your business, you are actually creating a real difference. Either you are instilling better values in the society through your education, or through your training, or through your message, or through your business, you are actually removing poverty. So you are hiring certain groups of people, they come out of poverty, and they don't have to go to bed hungry. And a lot of children in the world right now don't have enough food, when there's more than enough in the world. God has provided more than enough in the world for us to be fed and not go hungry. But it is because of you know, people who are not having this abundance mindset, and that's why there's a lot of lack right now. Yeah. And when high vibe entrepreneur, when you are a high vibe entrepreneur, you also believe that you live by the idea that genuine connection is the heart of everything and the only path to real and lasting success. Yeah. So we also believe in connections, and we believe in collaborations. We believe in seeing good in people, and we believe in seeing the strengths of people. A lot of people out there, they will focus on weaknesses and problems and doom and gloom, right? So with a high vibe group of entrepreneurs who are not only making changes in their own lives, they are making changes in their clients' lives, and they are making changes in their communities, in their countries. And that is how, when we connect, we can impact the whole world, right? So let's talk about the power of a high vibe community, all right? They need to have this abundance mindset, more than enough for everybody, right? It is the more you give, the more you will receive, right? This is having abundance mindset. They have shared values. People in the community also believe in the same values. They don't believe in, oh, I gotta worry, kill my competitor, oh, I gotta, make sure that nobody knows this, that kind of very limiting beliefs, kind of and scarcity mindset around certain things. That is also something that we hope to transform for the women in our community. And the values that we have is that values of love and respect, giving, forgiveness, and also being grateful, right? And we believe in the we, okay? This high vibe community of feminine leaders believe in the we, not just the me, all right? Of course, we believe in order for you to be able to give more, self-care is really important. And that is something I always insist. Put it in your diary, put it in your calendar, because you cannot give out of an empty jug. You can't pour water out of an empty jug. You gotta take care of yourself. And that is how you are actually giving so much value to the rest of the world, through your business, through your staff, to your clients as well, all right? And a high vibe community also believes in contribution, right? Sharing resources, and also they have a high positive vibe. And I have done this community model in the past for businesses, corporate companies. They pay me to do organizational excellence training. So we work on the community model of how, and also values, and also a culture in the company, in an organization, so that they will be able to thrive better, they'll be more productive. And it has been working, right, with this model. And then I work on my refugee community as well, so we don't just give food. Of course, there's a lot of NGOs who give food, groceries, and this is so important, nobody should go hungry. But at the same time, we want it to be sustainable. So we appoint community leaders, we groom community leaders in the refugee community to have that community model where there's a lot of good values, there's sharing, nobody goes hungry. And it's not like, there are some communities where, some families are rich, and then there are some who are starving, a low-income single mom who has to take care of like 5 children all on her own, and she's got no proper means of, a work. And in a community model, when everyone helps one another, and that is how nobody goes hungry. And it has worked for at least 2 communities that we have worked with in Malaysia, with the refugee community and the low-income communities, right? So our program has a One Help One model. We also sponsor refugees into our programs with Mindset. And one example of a feminine leader is Yusra. She is a Yemeni single mom who is a refugee from Yemen, and she came to Malaysia like about 5 years ago with her son, to come to leave a state of violence in her country, as well as domestic violence. So when she came to Kuala Lumpur, I met her and I was like, she is so amazing, even though she came with no money, right? She built herself up. And she is somebody who's like, who can I help? Who can I help? I know a little bit of English. I can be a translator. So she has been helping me translate. And Nora has met her. I sponsored her into our Power Up Your Personal Brand workshop. And since then, she started to instill some of the knowledge and sharing and being visible in her community. The Yemen ambassador visited her, and I told her, talk to him about love and respect. Hopefully he can bring the message back to the country. And the news media wants to know, how did she do, to help, being a refugee herself, being poor herself, how did she manage to come out of poverty and help people at the same time? And through business, we encourage her to have a business, and she knows how to do hair, do makeup. She opened a salon in her own house, where people can go there and get their hair and face done and all that. So this is a channel of money for her as well. All right, and through her and my work as well, by building community leaders, we managed to impact a lot of other low-income refugees in Malaysia with donations as well as contributions, and also looking out for new leaders to impact their own communities. And that is how we can come out of poverty. When we have a good community model where everyone supports each other, takes care of one another, and work with each other outside of their own communities, that is how we can all transform in the world. And also imagine this, right? If we can work with a few refugees, like in the past, we worked with this boy who was a teenage refugee, and now he's a TEDx speaker. He is, he's gotten sponsored into a university. He's studying in Notting Hill University here in Kuala Lumpur, and he is running his own refugee network. Imagine what more can we do when we transform women around the globe as well, that come together, lead their communities, and that's how we can spread more love and respect and eliminate poverty and abuse in a lot of parts of the world. All right. And also Yuna is from our community. She was a corporate strategist. And I also work with money mindsets as well. And a lot of our women entrepreneurs have this thing about, I don't have enough money, or I'm too afraid to charge and all that. So after she came into our community and we worked on a jumpstart call with her, and she has so much knowledge and experience that she can add value to the world, within 3 days, we managed to help her get that 3,500 through her own packages. And there was another breakthrough that she had after that, 70,000 in 2 weeks for her to start her new business. And right now she has more wins. She's working with the EDC free community in Germany, if I'm not mistaken, in Europe. And she is going to start the EDC as in anti-toxic products that are instilled in the homes. So she has this message as well. So her message is more about living naturally, using products that do not actually harm the body and children, and she has a whole string of knowledge based on that. And she also secured the International Women's Day project recently in Putrajaya, where she brought some of the women from Singapore to Malaysia, and they give speeches. For example, Chef Rosilla from Singapore, she gave a whole speech to, she was visible, she was speaking to the Malaysian audience, and that's how she managed to get new followers, new clients for her business from Malaysia. And we also have another amazing woman, Noraisha, who is the potion master, and she has been exposed to Malaysia a lot. She's got followers and clients, and that is what we do for one another in the community, to link you and be able to create more visibility for you and your business. All right. And this is what we do in our WhatsApp group. We post successes and celebrations, because when we celebrate successes and not get jealous of them, right, everybody will get that energy, that abundance energy. So 2K sales in a week, this was something that was done, that was achieved. We post successes. Oh, I've got classes online, and one from Germany, So these are the things that we want to celebrate our women entrepreneurs as well, to be able to create money, successes, and we all celebrate it at the same time, right? Yeah, so more and more successes. I won't go into that. So these are some of the things that have been happening in our WhatsApp group, right? And Noraisha is now doing actively, and currently right now, this morning, she is having her own intuition classes as well. So she might come in a bit later on this morning. So she has been running her own online classes, and this is an example of a woman who does not know any technology at all, but she leverages on new technology and new people in her team to support her work and her message. And when I met her, until now, I believe she doesn't know how to use PowerPoint, So, but that does not stop her from going online and make tons of money and also creating an influence, with her message. And also you have met Nurul Huda, who has she's done amazing work. She's a very good person in terms of creating SOPs for your company, and also she has started to go online, right? And just like Yuna, also international speaking platforms she has been invited to as well, right? And of course here we have Dr. Lily also, who was before didn't have any online presence, and she has gotten online. So a lot of the women in our community also have been supported to pivot and be able to claim their worth in that way. And this is me with the Queen community in when we were in India. So I also have a network of very powerful women around the world, who are supportive, very conscious, highly spiritual, and we are also, supporting one another. And I noticed this: when you are in a high vibe community, no matter what happens outside of you, right? You can create your business, your message will only get bigger and better with the right community support and values instilled, right? And that is why we invite you to this community. And how you're gonna get that, join our community, I'll share with you later after the session with Maii. And with that, I would love for you all to meet Maii Vu from Sydney, Australia. She's currently in Australia right now. She's from Vietnam. And she went from constant heartbreaks to empowered in love and relationship. And I love that message. And a lot of the women, and including myself, we have a story, we have a past, but we use that story and that past to create an even better, magnificent lives and contributions that we are meant to serve. So with that, I would love for you to meet Maii. So please do give her a round of applause. So Maii, where are you? Oh, there you are. Okay.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for your warm welcome. I'm so happy to be here with everyone, with all the ladies. I know some of you are in the evening time, some of you are in morning time. So good day to all of you. And I'm so grateful to be sharing my story and how have I done it, so that you can start claiming your worth as well. So shall we just start right away? Yeah, so hi, my name is Maii Vu and I'm the founder of the Empowered Muse. So the Empowered Muse, what does it mean? For me, Empowered Muse is the combination of soft on the inside and very bold and strong on the outside with actions. And that is the perfect balance of a queen. A queen is someone who masters both sides of herself, the femininity and also the masculinity. However, on this way of transformation, I realized that we women usually forgot to biggest power that we don't get taught in the public school system, and that is the connection with spirituality and connection with our femininity. So we always, just like how Mashida said, we always like got the system of doing business in a masculine way or achieving things in a masculine goal setting. And that leave us what kind of feeling? It's so exhausted. It is so tiring, and it's not like fun and joyful. It's not pleasurable. Pleasurable is such a feminine high vibe, and from that pleasurable place, that is when you attract better in your life. So that is about my my brand, and I'm so happy to share my story with you because I come from a place where I live in Vietnam, the third world country. And I 5 years ago, that was when I started to have my first embark up on a spiritual connection. I'm a Buddhist, by the way, so I really love when she talk about Buddhism medicine because it's wonderful. And I keep seeing the vision of I was able to help a lot of women changing their life and getting out of suffering in love and getting out of pain in love, but I refuse to start acting on that desire. And then universe is so wonderful. It just gave me bigger gifts of heartbreaks and a few heartbreaks after that, which led me to start following through international coaching. And I keep refusing my call because I got transformation in that coaching and I got changed my whole love and relationship around, but I refused the call to become a coach. So I told Mushida that supposedly I should be a coach 3 years ago, not a year ago. So I just launched my business a year ago, and now I am already earning consistent five-figure months. Moshida knows, and it is a wonderful thing. And things can transform in such a blink of an eye when you are available for it. So I was supposed to be a coach 3 years ago, but I refused that because I wanted to stay in the safe zone. I wanted to stay in the familiar zone. And the one thing I keep telling myself is, who am I? Who am I to coach people? Who am I to share this message? Who am I to tell everyone that they can get to live a happy life, that woman deserves to have the grandest, beautiful, most loving husband, and then having a happy family and also a career? Who am I to say that to them? And because I say, who am I to say that to them, universe got me into a very painful situation to break up with a 10 years relationship. And I was carrying my baby, I was pregnant. And to show me that through that pain, I'm the child of universe, I'm the child of God. And I get all the support that I need in order to follow through with my desire. So that was when I was awakened to the fact that, yes, if I get to rely on the most powerful source of it all, which is my universe, and no man, no job, and none of my family member is my source of money or love or attention, universe is. And that was the moment where I realizing that I'm worthy to have it all. And that breaking moment was when I finally acclaiming my worth by saying that I give myself the permission to have this. I like whatever I wanted to achieve, I give myself the permission to have it. Whatever, like I want to make 5K month, 10K month, I give myself the permission to achieve that. And to sum it up, for the May and April, I was earning 25K. And it was because I wanted to join Divine Living. And I asked, and usually what we do is we only ask for just enough, right? We only ask for just survival. We only ask for just enough so that we survive another month, right? Anyone is with me here? Just say yes in the chat box too, so I know that I'm not the only one who's surviving so long. And but we forgot that, because when you ask for just enough, that is when universe doesn't deliver, because the universe don't want you to survive. Universe want you to live in joy and thriving and happiness and fulfillment, and that was driving your source of living. So I got that secret of manifestation, and I know that is why Moshida is so powerful and so helpful in helping a lot of women in their business manifesting big money. Because when you allow yourself to earn and receive what you need for, number one, to sustain your life, and number two, to fulfill your dream, and number three, to go bigger and create a bigger impact on people's life, you are fully granted the permission to go for it and having it and receiving it. So I want to share a miracle story with you today. Anyone is open for miracle? I hope that this community is open for universe and miracles. I got yesterday on a morning walk, I got 3 signs of miracle that I got from my universe, and it was so wonderful because I know it is not just meant for me, it is meant for women who I get to encounter this week, and especially in this community. Those 3 signs were a flock of parrots, a red beautiful flowers right outside of my window, and also a universal book. And that 3 signs give me the 3 elements that I want to really emphasize on the talk. That is the parrots is a representation of inner dialogue. That there's something about yourself, about your inner talk has to be changed so that you get to own the value that you want to become. Like you get to start becoming the woman that you always wanted to become. You know her, you see her in your meditation, but you haven't been her because your inner dialogue hasn't matching with what you want it to be. So that is about the parrots. It is a sign of inner dialogue. The second one is out of the entire tree outside of my window, like a huge tree, there's only one flower, only one, and that flower is in red color, and that the red flower is the symbolic of connecting back to your divinity, to your sacred chakras, to your femininity. So that is the second side, connection back with the femininity. And the third one is a divine book in Vietnamese. In Sydney, have you ever think that like in Sydney on a street library, they have like a boxes of books on the streets? I've never taken that route of walk before, and I was so happy to see a Vietnamese book, universal connection and universal law, the law of oneness. So I really wanted to emphasize on three elements on this sign that I've got here. That is when you realize that you have the feminine connection, the spiritual connection, and how to receive more. That is when you get to start owning and earning your worth. So how many of you have these counts your ability to be able to learn to speak up about the topic that we want to speak up? You know that it's so true in your heart. You know that it is absolutely like something that you really wanted to share, but most often we can't find that voices, right? At the beginning phase of my business, even though I just launched my business about 20 months ago, at the beginning phase, I found it so hard to accessing my voice. I can't write. It took me like an hour or two to write one single post of like 40 or 50 words, no kidding. And right now I can write like a whole 2 weeks within a morning, and like EDM and all of that. And what I realized was that at that time, I shut my voice down for so long, 26, 27 years of just shutting my voice down, listening to other people, letting other people deciding my life, letting other people speak up about what they want from me, and never acknowledge what do I want for myself, letting people voices be louder than my own intuitive voice, letting my fear voice be bigger than my gut instinct. So I realized that I have never actually putting in an effort to nurture and reconnect back to my intuition voice. And that was when I have to go through all the inner work and to get back to where like I get to start listening to what I like, what do I not like during a very normal daily life. So like if I want to eat beef noodle soup, which is a Vietnamese favorite noodle soup, or do I want to eat bread today? So like to that normal and to that daily encounter, I have to check in with my feeling. What would I want to choose? Which one option do I want to go? And I have trained myself and retraining myself and put myself in a neutral energy, so that whenever I am going into a mode of comparison, jealousy, or thinking that I'm not good enough, my body started to feel weird, to feel different. And I immediately know that, oh, I am cycling a thought. I'm talking something about myself that is not the truth. So I really want to help you here to develop a better awareness over your inner dialogue, and to allow yourself to speak up. Whatever your truth is, it is the truth. This is what I learned from Morgan Freeman from the Story of God show. Whatever it is, it is your truth. It is the truth. So don't worry about what if I got it wrong. Don't worry about what if I say something wrong. If you get to share a post and that change one life, that is worthy enough. Like regardless of 10 other people saying that you suck, or you don't write it well enough, it's not clear for me. Regardless of that, the other 10 people, if you're focusing on who do you want to serve, what do you want to create as an impact, because we are in here not just to make money, we are making impact. Then you keep focusing on who do you want to show up for, and I put my ideal clients on the desktop, and I look at her every day, pray over her. I ask God and universe, what kind of message do I get to share with her today? And I talk to her in every single post that I write. That is when I found my voices, and now I am so confident in speaking up. And this morning, actually, I just share in my Vietnamese, but in my own Facebook, I have a lot of Vietnamese following me right now, huge audiences. And I know that whatever I share is really influential to them. And I start sharing about my Buddhism awakening journey. And I know that that is in turn would help people realizing there is a new way of living that is compassionate, loving, and so welcoming. So like, and for me, Buddhism or Muslim or Christian, the teachers all want us to live in harmony and to live in peace and honor all religions here. And if you get to believe in something, you don't have to force other people to believe the same way, but you get to share it so that the right women, the right people that would need your help would know that you can help them. So that is about sharing your voice and accessing and changing your inner dialogue to allow yourself going up, showing up, and give yourself the permission to go for it and create the impact that you want to see in other people's life. So we are here not just to never about that. For me, it's about who am I changing my life, and I'm having here a many beautiful clients that are following me for the past 1 year, have changed their lives significantly, and for the fact that I was in it to help them, not to make myself famous. So that is about inner dialogue. The second is about femininity, and I want to really go into, like, you can go with a lot of things about femininity, but at the core of femininity is about getting good at what people can you get getting good at receiving. Femininity is about getting good at receiving. How many times have you been asking for your God, praying for your God, meditating and to talking with your God, but you haven't asked and you haven't opened yourself down to receive it because you don't think that you deserve to receive what you're asking, right? You have a goal and you ask, but you never actually allow yourself, open your heart up to receive it and to feel it in the core that yes, if I can think of it and believing in it, it is meant for me. You haven't allowed yourself to know that whatever is true in your heart, that is the desire that is lying in your heart, if you can see it in your vision, it is meant for you. It is not meant for anyone else, because every one of us is a unique human being and we have a unique purpose in this life. And that desire lying in your heart, it is a unique and it's made for you. And if you haven't been able to see how it has been made for you, you can see that you are going to meet a lot of women who are making a bigger impact and who are making a greater money than you, and don't find yourself jealous with her, because that is a manifested outcome of what you desire. That is there to give you the sign that, hey, Maii, if you can see Mashida, she's having this huge community and she is impacting, influencing so many people's lives. You get to do that one day too. And that is how I see other people in the community where I am in. Many influential, many empowering women. I get to look at her. I get to see what do I want that she have, and I let that be the inspiration for me to start receiving that for myself. If she can receive that, I get to receive that. And the only difference that me and her, it is the level of self permission. So manifestation of money, it is nothing but level of self permission that you're giving to yourself. Are you giving yourself that level of permission to receive what you are asking, what you are praying over God, what you are really thinking about, that they would really help me if I get to manifest this money? Because when you keep praying but you don't open yourself up to take action and to receive it, God can't finish and God can't deliver that for you. So usually people never act up on something that they know is good for them, like saying showing up consistently on social media or live streaming every single day when no one's watching you. Like, I mean, I've been there, ladies. I've been live streaming, no one watched me. And it feels like what? It feels really, really, really bad. It feels so awful. Because no one was watching, you felt like you are the best kept secret of the world. So I've been there, and I really want you to know that if you know that, like, by live streaming, even no one watching, you're gonna get better at speaking, you're gonna get deliver a more empowering message. That is when you start showing up and your clients start seeing you and wanting to work with you. When you give up even before showing up consistently, that is when God can't can't come in and finish the work. You have been praying, but you don't take the necessary actions. That is when God can't come in and finish the work. So get good at receiving is knowing what kind of action that is practical I have to do every single day to get to where I want it to be, but I'm open for a miracle. That is how I am. For the past 20 months of my business, the only time that it started to feel like I have a break is only at the beginning of this year. For the first 9 months, it was me moving houses, moving to a new country, move back to Sydney, having my baby. I just stopped breastfeeding last March. So everyone who are mom here, you know what I'm talking about. Breastfeeding my baby, still having her around, crying at every single moment, up at night without any like a notification. I wanted to be like clean and clear with energy, but I can't be a much better Simon so that I get to become a better woman for her. So getting good at receiving is the second thing that you have to get really mastering in, like allowing yourself to receive. Like I'm allowed myself to receive that mantra every single day instead of focusing on, oh, I have only 20 people in my account or in my Facebook and only 1 people watching my live stream. I allow myself to receive 20 women watching my live stream next time. I allow myself to have 1,000 women following me. I mean, like, honestly, I didn't realize my word was so powerful until it was become true. Last March, I told myself that I wanted 350 women in my community. At that time, I only have about 190, and then I host a summit that draw in about 100 women, even though I have 250 women sign up. And I was like, oh my God, it is 30th of March. I only have 290. I have no way that it's going to be 350. And guess what? Someone talk about me, someone just share about me, and people flying to my Facebook. And right now I have over 1,000 in my both community within 2 months. No one, I mean, like, I have never been able to imagine that this is the favor of universe when you get to allow yourself to receive. So the last message is about divine connection. You get to come and be here and live here. I don't believe that we are living here for 80 years to be in miserable, to be in struggling, to be in survival. We get to live the best life. We get to live the best life. You get to claim your abundant life only from a position of you realizing and remind. Look at you when you're struggling. Look at you when you're frustrated. Look at you like a mother looking at her baby, because God or universe or your God is looking at you the same way with that unconditional love, wanting to help you, trying to open the bottle like, Mama, I don't need your help. I just trying to open my bottle, but I don't know how, but I never ask how. Right? Like, you try to get through these struggles, but you never open yourself and ask, hey, universe, show me a better way. And whenever I find myself stuck, I put in a meditation, I go for prayer, I ask, universe, please show me what you've got. Universe, please show me your miracle. So yesterday during that morning walk, I was feeling stuckness. I was feeling like I don't want to be showing up. I don't want to live my best life. Like June, like I have amazing month already. I just want to rest. And then I tell myself to go for a walk, because when you move your body, you get back to your body. That is when you connect back to your intuition. And then I was surrendering the whole walk. I was like telling my universe, I surrender to you, I surrender to you, I surrender to you. I surrender this worry, I surrender these struggles, I surrender this stuckness. I don't know what it is, but please show me how to get back to where you want me to be. And that is when I received that 3 signs. And I know situation can ask my universe to come in and guide me and show me the way. That is when I surrender to receive the sign or the message and follow through with it. Because when you see the sign or the message, you have to follow through with it. That is your breakthrough. Really, that is your door to transitioning to a new level of yourself. And if you keep refusing the call, if you keep thinking that I don't have the time, whichever the excuses, it would take you out of the game. And I would say either you can make excuses or you make time to follow your dream and invest in yourself. So I believe Moshida have talked about the community, but I want to add in the last factor that I found really helpful for my growth, for claiming my worth. It is significant comparing to Vietnam dong. Malaysia, you have a much better earning income than Vietnamese. And it is so significant that it was literally my saving. And my saving for my baby, I have no one financially support me. And I told my coach, this is exactly the money that I had. And I believe that it is going to come back to me. And she said, yes, I believe that too. And that is when I put the first investment. And now I have been on that path for, I forgot who I was before now. The next program is just in a tingle like this, because if I desire it, the universe show up with abundance to give me that. So I really want you to know that mentoring, coaching and mentoring, investing in yourself is really beautiful. I remember in a podcast I listened to lately, there was a multimillionaire, a Black woman, and she was so admirable. She was so inspirational. I think her name is Alison Bird, Bird with a Y. And she talked about how she helped raising the worthiness with her nephew and her nieces, because they still have generation of feeling unworthy of buying grocery for themselves. And she told each one of them to grab whatever they want. And she asked them, do you want this? They say yes. But do you believe that you're worthy of it? They can't answer it. And she let each one of them gather the commodity that they want and check out. And whether it is $20 or $50, she said that, listen, love, this is the money that you are worthy for us to invest in yourself. You're worthy for us to raise and to put that money into yourself. That is how she started helping the next generation to claim their worthiness. And I want you to say the same to yourself. This is the money that you deserve to invest in yourself. Get help with coaching. And that is how you start seeing the significant change. And I told myself I deserve to get into the game of international coaching, to be amongst the beautiful women that I am always looking up to. And now within just a year time, I get to stand amongst them. I get to associate with Moshida. I really admire her work and her story as well. And I get to meet many amazing other women. That can't happen if I don't make a decision to invest in myself and know that I am worthy of that money. So thank you so much for listening. And I wanted to give a gift of worthiness meditation. I'm going to drop all the link down below, but you can find me. Sorry, I just share my contact. You can find me with the podcast, Impact Me podcast. I just launched it and I really want to share it with all of you here, because I wanted to influence the Asian woman, the women who are living in third world country, who are living in disadvantage, to know that she have all the advantage that she has to change that challenge into opportunity to grow and to live to shine like a star, and to stand amongst other women. When you get to change your inner mindset, that is when you get to show up and clear a spot in the international area. So I really want to connect with all of you here, and I'm going to invite Moshida on as a next podcast interview for our show as well. And thank you so much. I'm going to drop all the link about the worthiness gift. It is maivucoaching.com/gift with the S. Maii with MAII, coaching.com/gift. And I'm going to drop the link down below. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Maii. That was an amazing, amazing story. I would love to take some time, maybe we'll have about 5 minutes here, of any Q&A. Anybody who would like to unmute yourself and just ask a question? Anybody?
I just get to see the comment now. Thank you so much for your love, ladies.
Oh,
yeah,
wonderful, wonderful. So anybody here has any questions, just unmute yourself and ask. Great sharing, using the negative thinking and let go the past and enjoy the success and happiness you want. Yeah. Yep. Okay.
Hi, Moshida.
Yes, hi,
Oh,
Nora.
okay. Oh, sorry. I'll let you go first. Okay, thanks. I keep hearing the word queen throughout when you were introducing, and also Maii was also saying it just now. So maybe just a little bit more about it and how is that term coined. Thanks.
Okay, Maii, do you want to answer that?
Okay, queen. Okay. I believe Mashida is leaving it, but I'm gonna try my best to explain to you. So queen is what? So queen is not someone who's sitting on the royal palace, but it is a representation of a woman who knows that she has both side, femininity and masculinity, and usually it is like a yin and yang. In the cycle of yin and yang, the balance of yin and yang is a balance of a woman, but usually women are taught to use our masculinity, the action taking, the providing, the protecting, the giving, the caring, the nurturing is feminine. So all of that are actually giving and doing and achieving goals. That is masculinity, and we live in an unbalanced life, and that is why we find ourselves very stuck or tired or exhausted and uninspired to keep moving forward. A queen is someone who knows that her forte, her advantage is actually using her femininity. It's not afraid of just sitting in a meditation and ask for, dear God, please show me the vision and what kind of message should I tell my audiences today before she go on her live stream. That is, for me, it's a way to accessing my queen, to have that clarity, to nurture myself, to be present, to know that nothing is more important than meeting all of you here and giving this talk right now in front of me. Even if you saw my baby coming in and crying, I kind of like ignore her, like I don't see her. It's not because I don't want to see her or ignore her, but I just want to show that I'm being with what I'm doing. And then it's about nurturing, being, receiving, allow people to support. You dare to ask for support. It is about being open, but have a strong boundaries. And it is really beautiful because a queen knows that her forte is femininity. She gets to access her corality, get support, feel fully supported by her universe and her man, her money, because money or time, it's just resources. We're usually thinking they are the indicator to influence our decision. It is not. It should be just the source to give you the feeling of feeling supported by your universe. So I just want to share that about Queen, if that is clear for you, Nora.
Yeah. And Queen, Nora, is also a state of a being. It's a whole mindset, behavior. And when I talk about being queens, it's like it doesn't matter which community you come from. Also, it's like you know, like I share when I work with refugees, right? Those people with the queen mindset and the queen behavior, they come out of poverty. The people in the business community also, when they step into their queenhood, yeah, they are queen. They can grow their business, they scale up. People even in corporate and all that. Now the queen, what Maii was saying just now was so amazing. Like she was really stepping into her queen, right? The queen is not a victim. The queen is not somebody who's like you know, she may come from very challenging environment, but she takes responsibility and she is in her own power to come out of it, right? A queen is somebody who is not self-sacrificing. It's not somebody who's like do everything for everybody and you sacrifice yourself. No, you do, and you add value to yourself. You self-care, you know your self-worth. All right. And a queen is also not somebody who is that scarcity mindset, who does office politics, who plays office politics, who talk back behind people. And you know what? I've seen this happen in organizations, in personal relationships, and it never ends well. You know, when people do bad things, or they say something bad, or they try to manipulate the office politics and all that, it always doesn't happen. Short term, maybe they get to a certain level, but over the long haul, people will find out about it anyway. So a queen does not do that. A queen is very abundant. She doesn't get jealous of people. She encourages, she's empowering, and she's benevolent. She gives and she contributes, and she takes care of herself highly. So that is the kind of behavior and mindset. And it can come from different environments. You can come from a low income. I notice this when I coach low income people as well. The people who stay in that victim mindset will always be victim the rest of their lives. The people who stay in that, who decide to, I'm going to be queen and they take control, they come out of poverty. Yeah, that is a
It
mindset
is
and behavior.
exactly
Yeah,
that.
exactly.
It is exactly that. I just want to really emphasize on that because I can sit there a year ago and cry and say that, oh, I'm like helpless princess. I can't live my life. Like I used to be a brand manager for luxury hotels, but it didn't earn me the living that I wanted. And I always depended on a male figure. I always leave it to the male to decide who I wanted to be, who I should marry, what kind of job I should take. And I was sitting there and I was crying. I was like, God, it is so painful. It is literally so painful. I can't go through another day like this. And that is when I know that if it wasn't me to decide that I need to change, no one can help me. I have to decide that, yes, there is this much mistakes I have done, but there is time to undo it and doing the opposite way that you know this way was giving you so much pain, the opposite would give you so much joy. So I just keep, oh, I am here trying my best and no one watching my live stream. Where are you people? Why don't you interact with me? I mean, it is all has happening in my mind before. But then I have to ask myself the question of what kind of information they want. And then I started to ask them. I started to interview them. I started to ask them around like what kind of information, and I use that. So I realized that, oh, it's not because that no one wants to watch me, but because I talk about something they don't need. I need to talk about something they wanted to hear. So it's in a way that running my own business is a way for me to grow up. It's a way for me to start stepping out of that princess and victim and to start stepping more into taking responsibility. If this doesn't work, try something else. I just want to add that. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for the answer. Awesome.
Thanks, Nora. Yeah, thanks for that question. And it's so important. It's a very good question. I know somebody who unmuted herself. Was it Adeline? Who was it just now who wanted to ask a question? Can you unmute yourself?
That was me.
Okay.
Hi. Thank you, Maii. This is my first time on the forum, so it's really interesting to hear, the great work that you're doing. I'm also a coach, and by what Mushida described, I feel like I do have the queen mindset. I'm very much like, take control of my situation and try and very much use my feminine, masculine capacity to be able to drive things forward. But I'm at a stage where I want to be able to scale my business, but I absolutely believe in mindset. That's part of what I teach as well. But what am I missing here when it comes to scaling in terms of reaching a wider audience, in terms of getting that exposure and sort of connecting with the people who are looking for what I have to offer? Is there anything that you might be able to kind of give some ideas about and what worked for you?
Yeah, I would just answer you by sharing my experiences about 3 months ago. And then I would leave it to Mushida because she's a business mentor and she knows better than I do in this work. I'm just an empowerment coach, helping women getting through their struggle of fear in love. So about 3 months ago, I asked myself the same question. I'm so ready to scale. I'm so ready to send this message across to wider audiences. I don't know who is it that I'm meant to serve, because when you evolve in your business, your message change, right? And then your audiences change too, because they grow with you. If you're not clear for it, maybe you can have a sit down and figuring out who do I want to talk with right now, who do I want to serve right now? Is she evolved from the last time that I have done, or she is still growing like on a very slow speed level? So I realized that I wanted to reach a larger audience, that I get clearer on who I wanted to serve, and it's more niching down, and I start focusing, talking about the worthiness issue, talking about claiming love, and talking about manifestation. Before, I only shaped myself as a relationship coach to talk about love, to talk about men, talk about dating, but I've never see myself talking about universal topic, never thinking about myself talking about manifestation. But I saw people keep calling me manifestation coach because I keep helping my clients manifesting lots of money. So I started to own that more, because if a lot of people say that about me, it's something that they perceive about me. So I started to talk about universal lessons, and I gave a free teaching to a Vietnamese class. And out of that class, they only have like about 15 women. They love it so much, they follow me. And then the teacher of that class, the facilitator, share about me in her own Facebook group, and she had thousands of followers. And that is when my audiences grow so much bigger. And from that moment until now, even though it wasn't the only source of driving my traffic, but a lot of the other women I saw and I get to partner with, or I get to see as an owner in their own business, also like Mashida, invited me to come and talk and share. That is why I gained so much more followers and audiences. And that is when my scaling up is starting to happen so easily. I launched a program, and I don't launch a program if it is not really meant to be served at that moment. So I know that some of you would follow through like achieving goal, like by this month you have to launch a program to make this much money. But usually for me it doesn't work because I'm very intuitive. And I asked my God on March, what kind of program should I launch? And my universe told me launch a feminine communication program, $33, 53 women would join. I was like, no way, because I usually have 15 women joining, maximum 21. And I said, no way, I can't believe it. And how can I get my 5-figure with that $33 program? But I believe that he meant it, and I launched the program in English. But when I launched the program in English, at that time I have so much Vietnamese audiences following me. They asked me to launch it in Vietnamese, and I have now 70 women in those programs in English and Vietnamese. And that is actually the source of driving the 5-figure for me the past 2 months. So it's really something that you can accessing more with your universe, asking what kind of audiences, what kind of message, what kind of program you are meant to serve that larger audiences. Because the more you niching down, the larger the audiences you are going to touch. I hope that it is something that really, really clear for you. Just sharing my experiences.
Yeah. And then stick around later.
Thank you.
Yeah, Anlin, and after this, stick around later how you can get, get connected in our international community. And that is also how we hook people up, in terms of getting your message to audiences outside of your own cities. And like, just like myself also, it's about networking, getting yourself visible out there, connecting with people, helping them get to what they need. So it's all about adding value to one another. And for me also, because of the work that I do, and connecting myself and others through international platforms, my international visibility also gets noticed, right? So when you get into our platform, and when we do our jumpstart calls and in the coaching sessions as well, the message that I encourage, is always on visibility and being authentic to your message, right? Don't try to be copying, like some people say you must do this, you have to act like this or whatever. So it is your authentic message and what you are meant and who you are meant to serve. So we go laser focus on that, and this can be across the board, across the world. And what better time than now when everyone is online? Most people are online because you're not allowed to go outside, or they try to, social distancing is still happening now. So this is the best time for you to go on international platforms. Yes, exciting. Okay, anyone last question? Anybody wants to do sharing, ahas, anything? Anybody? Anyone wants to unmute yourself or to say something?
I just I just want to share the last thing that I just dropped. I forgot to tell you that there was a gift of worthiness meditation that I have added to all of my my private clients and also in my paid programs, and I'm sharing it with all of you because that vision of meditation is a combination of meditation, connecting back with heart, appreciating the life that you're living, and also praying and surrendering. And that is what I practice daily to receive and start seeing my worthiness, because I bet that all of you knows what kind of vision you want to have, but sometimes we just don't know how to access it and surrender it more. So that is the meditation I do, and I just want any one of you who are interested, just go and get that gift. The link is on the chat box, so that you get to leave that and experiences your worthiness meditation and see that getting true to yourself.
Yeah. Oh, Elizabeth said you all would think I am maybe more advantaged because I'm living in Germany, but the truth is I was having a mindset of scarcity, so I am still having no money at all. So only Maii is teaching me now the abundant mindset, and I'm starting to earn more and more thanks to her. Yay! There's more and more abundance
Yes,
coming your
Ellie
way.
is my miraculous. Yeah, Ellie is my miraculous story. She had zero in her bank account, which she paid for coaching last year with me, and she was able to follow through like a year of coaching with me, and she have changed from a place of really sick and then can't work on herself and really unworthy in relationship. Now she starts showing up in life, manifested big money, and doing her work and feeling really good about her life. I'm very proud of her as well.
Oh yeah, we are also proud of her. Congratulations, that's a very good transformation. And you know, that's what I have also done for myself. I invested, you know, and if you know some of my story, to get into a coaching session, I was like struggling at that time, you know, and I paid for one of the lowest, yeah, the lowest end, you know, entrance in Gina Devi's program, and then now I'm in Queen, and to get into Queen, you need to have at least, you know, 20K regular income, US dollars, and also you have to be interviewed. So it was something that I have set myself within 1 year when I was working in the coaching session, and then after that it just got on, and it's getting bigger, and the impact is getting bigger, and that is my goal in life also, to have a bigger impact and a bigger message. So with that, yeah, thank you, Maii. I cannot believe it is only 1 year. I forget already sometimes. The Elizabeth. Yes, we all go through that transformation, Elizabeth. Amazing. So with that,
Yeah, thank you so much.
Yes, thank you so much, Maii, for your sharing. It has been very, very valuable. Do post all your takeaways and your what you learned from this on your social media, and tag everybody so we all get visibility. We're across the world right now, so why not use that platform? Get connected online, and if you are in the you would like to know how you can get into the feminine leadership community, do stay on for another, say, 5 to 10 minutes. I'll be sharing a little bit more about this platform, and Maii, you are welcome to stay and join us. If you have to leave, it's also okay. So just before we let you go, just want to share that that we will be also posting all Maii's what she has mentioned just now, all the meditation, the videos, the links. We'll be sending that by email, and also let's take a group photo together before anybody leaves, and then those who say yes, I would like to know how I can get into this community, please stay on for another, say, 5 to 10 minutes. All right, so can we turn on our cameras and take a photo? And I might need some help from Tina. Tina, can you also take a screenshot from your computer? Because for some reason my computer is today the internet is a bit laggy.
Sure,
Yeah,
no worries.
all right, okay, let's turn on all your videos. Is it on? I can't see from my is it all on?
I don't know, I cannot see it.
Yeah.
No,
I can't see from here.
and Elizabeth not here, yeah.
Yeah, Elizabeth is not turning
Yeah,
on, but it's
just
okay.
two.
Veronica
All right.
is okay, let's go.
Okay, what, 3, 2, 1.
Okay.
All
So
righty.
how is it safe?
I'll put it in the chat.
All right,
Yeah, I'll
sure.
put it
And
in
I'll
the
be
chat
sharing
now.
it with everybody. So with that, thank you so much. I wish you all the best, and do stay on for another 5 to 10 minutes on how you can get into our community. And we so welcome each and every one of
Yep.
you to in our community. Okay. So Mai, are you gonna join us also, or do you have to go?
Yeah, Jess, I'm still staying here even though
All
my
right,
baby
yay!
is sleeping.
Everyone's looking great, even the little one there.
Oh
Yes.
yes, yeah, I know. I hope he gets better. Okay, so this is how it's like right now. In order for you to get into our community, I'll just share with you how our business model is currently. We have a one help one model where every training, every coaching, so if you get into our community also, part of it is also to help me coach and also my volunteer coaches to be able to build leaders with the low income, homeless, and the refugee community here in Malaysia, right? And we have this one help one model. So these are our beneficiaries that we have been helping for the last 10 years. We started as charity, but now it is incorporated into our business model. And when you come into our community and you would like to also learn how to have a social impact through your business, we can work with you on that. And it is something that is close to your heart. You don't have to follow ours unless you say, oh, I don't have a social impact. Can I contribute to your refugees? We accept that as well. But if let's say, oh, I want to help orphans, you say, oh, I'm into environments, or I want to do women empowerment. We are here to support you on how you can incorporate that into your business model. So this is what we do for the last 10 years or so, doing social impact through our business. This is us picking up kids from Bukit Bintang in Malaysia, punk kids, right? They were there. Some of them are into crime, into drugs and all that. So what we did was we made friends with them on the streets and got them into our program. And that is how, some of them are now doing small businesses. And instead of involving in fights or gangs and all that, they're actually creating music, arts, and good things, decent things, with their talents, right? So the other things that we also do is corporate training, corporate training, contributing also to the marginalized communities. This is the homeless in Kuala Lumpur, and we also do counseling work with a group of low income and also sex workers, right? To help them come out of poverty. We have not managed to save all, and it's also not our work. We are the messengers, but there are some who actually came out and did other small businesses, like they become street vendors in terms of selling food and drinks instead of the sex industry, because some of them really want to get out of it and they just don't know how. And here I am with, this is my prison officers in Singapore. So I also work with the prison officers, instilling the values of love and respect, because they do also coach and counsel the prison inmates in Singapore. And through that also, that income has been able to channel to the mental health awareness amongst refugees. And we've done last year activities and events to help refugees get help with regards to their mental health, because some of them are traumatized from the war and they are suicidal. So this is what we do. And for now, this is how the feminine leadership and the Live a Legacy community is when you join our platform. These are the things that you can get support on: personal development, business growth, empowering women empowerment, which is this community, the global connections, the business connections, the social impact creation, right? And most important is when you come into our community, we want you to start making money within 30 to 90 days, right? Through your business model, through your package, get some money, minimum 5,000. If you're not earning 5,000 US dollars and you've been in business for a long time, it means something is not right, right? So you should be at least earning 20, 25K if you've been in business for at least 1 year. But if you're not, then let's look at it and let's get you some cash for the 30 to 90 days, right? So how we help is this: we get you to your 5 to 10, 20K months. We also have other programs, which includes the lifestyle design retreat. That means creating your business model according to the lifestyle that you desire and how to manifest that, and also working on your personal brand. And we also work on programming reprogramming your money mindset and your business and abundance mindset. And then as you grow and develop in your business, and when you are ready, you want funding, you want to scale up, we also will be sharing how to pitch, because we have been coached by amazing coaches like Kevin Harrington, the original Shark of Shark Tank and the founder of As Seen on TV, you know, Kevin Harrington. We met him a couple of times in Singapore. We have private time with him, and he actually gave a lot of feedback for us in terms of pitching. And we've been using this model when we were being nominated for awards, and when we talk about our business, you know, we've been winning awards. Yeah, so we will be sharing with you all the pitching techniques and what you need to be ready with your business model as well. And we want you to be award ready, because we want our community members to have more visibility. So we work with people like you know, Brands for Good, an international award committee that looks out for businesses doing good. And we want to nominate you, and hopefully, you know, you win the award, and that gives you a lot of publicity. We were last year's award winners for our business model. You know, we pitched in front of the judges in Singapore, and then they love what we do, and we won awards for that already. So now we are helping them to identify potential award nominees as well. We also help with branding and personal branding as well as company branding. And this comes together with our partners who are experts in company branding. Okay. And next, okay, global contacts and networks. This is what we do. This is where, you know, we have an online platform where we connect you to our networks as well, and get you visibility and get you to your 5 to 20K months. If you're already earning more than this, we'll work with you on the next income goal that you have for yourself. All right. So different ways of joining. If you don't have a business, or you are a student and you just want to learn, you know, you can join in as a silver member, where you will get a free app anyway, and you get to refer businesses and earn money at the same time. So you can come on our platform, join the learnings, join the training, the group training sessions. You will not have any private coaching, but at least you get some visibility, some networking opportunities, and the annual fee for that is $299 US, right? And there won't be any listing of your business in our app. Okay, so your membership also comes with a business app listing. And right now we are working with our partners from Canada, you know, Craig and Dennis from Small Biz Dream, who developed this software with our needs in mind. All right, so the Gold membership is something that we highly recommend that you come in. It's $499 in 1 year. For this month, during the COVID period of, you know, everybody has to stay home, right? We are offering until end of July, 1 free Jumpstart coaching call for all Gold members, right? You get 1 coaching call, personal one, where I will work with you on your packages, and then we have 2 follow-up calls. You will also get, because I am part of this ASEAN CSR network, where the Prince Norodom in Cambodia is one of our big supporters, we can also support you if you want to grow your business in Cambodia, to get connections in Cambodia. You get the business app listing, potential immediate cash through our coaching and packaging methods, and our CRM methods, and then social impact model, priority networking opportunities, all of this at discounts. Yeah. So this is the Gold member. And if, let's say, $499 is also a difficult for some of you right now, because I know some people have challenges in the beginning, but after 3 or 4 months, they can, oh, I can settle the whole payment. You know, we can give you the option of easy payment of $49 US monthly for you to get started. And you get that one-on-one coaching Jumpstart call, yeah, but only for this period, okay? So this is what you can get, but we also work with premium members, where premium members, you get exclusive one-on-one coaching, not once a month, but twice a month with me right now. Once in 2 weeks, we catch up on your business up to 90 days on where it is that you want to go. You get group coaching once a month, and on the app that comes with your membership, you get a sales and marketing automation platform. We work with you on your sales funnels. We'll work with you on your CRM system. You get all of this back office system, which will cost you $20,000 if you were to invest on your own. But we got it on our platform, and we welcome you to just use use it for yourself as long as you're a member with us, okay? And we also have ladies retreats. For now, all our traveling is stopped. So we don't have retreats at this moment for now, but we are talking about getting it virtual because we don't want all the knowledge to go to waste. So we do offer for premium members free training on changing your aura, powering up your aura, as well as in terms of creating your lifestyle, you know, the business model around the lifestyle that you want, okay? And premium members also get this priority service provider. They get a virtual service. If you don't have an office in Malaysia, this office comes with you. The virtual office service comes with you, comes with your membership. Media appearance opportunities, because we'll link you. If you have a good story and you have a good impact, we will be pitching your story to the media in Singapore, Malaysia. I've been on HuffPost Live, so you know we can work in even on international connections of ours. And Ariba membership. Now, what is Ariba? When you enroll at 1699, you get this membership, which is the ASEAN Responsible and Inclusive Business Alliance. We are all business owners that aims for good corporate governance. We are now on reboot. The world is going on reboot. So we are a group of people in Southeast Asia. There are about 28 of us. I think there are 30 of us right now. We work very closely with the ASEAN economic ministers who are supporting our work. We aim to get Southeast Asia out of poverty, develop communities, lead in environmental issues, have good corporate governance. That means we also would like to hold accountable for any briberies, you know, people going on this, all this under table stuff. This one has got to go. Child trafficking has got to go. Child sex industry has to go. So these are all things that we advocate through our business. And we have a group of business owners, Singapore, Malaysia, Philippines right now, Thailand right now. We haven't got Vietnam right now. So that's why I hope Maii will be able to talk to you on this, and you can lead the Vietnamese businesses into this group of amazing, socially conscious entrepreneurs that I am involved with, all right? So we've brought one of our members to Singapore, Yuna. And we had a deal with the group, the Brands for Good Awards, as well as the ASEAN CSR Network and the Ariba team. And we are now working very, very closely with them. And our premium members have the ability to be part of this as well. And if some of you say, oh, you know, I am so new, I want to be in premium, I don't know if I'm ready to go and join all the, you know, all these people yet in the ASEAN decision-making, you know, community, what else can I have? We have other options for you to also get for free. If you don't want the Ariba membership, we can also work with you on coaching, visibility coaching, which is my friend Holly James from Canada. She coaches people on your camera, on your, you know, how you present yourself online. I also work with our members here, Yuna, who is a corporate strategist. She'll work with you on your customer service experience. And also Nurul Huda, who is here in this call, she can work with you on your SOPs. So depending on where you are in your business, I can discuss with you to see where is the best option for you to get your additional freebie with your premium membership. Now, some of you say, well, 1699, actually the price is 2005, but that's in July we'll start to launch this. So now you have it at 1699 with the additional freebies. If let's say, oh, it's too expensive at the moment, I can't, but $230 is something that is more agreeable with you right now. We can work on a payment plan for 1 year at $230, and you will still get all the good stuff after your third month. Yeah, because we have to give you in stages the Ariba membership after the third month. The second month you will get your full back office, right? Because there's also investments that we have to put up with your membership. But I say don't stop, just invest and get started. Let's work on your message. Let's get you to your 5 to 20K months. Let's work on your visibility online. Let's work on your connections online, and let's do this collectively. Because if you want to do alone, you can, but it's just the support will not be there, okay? So the back office somehow looks something like this, right? When you come in, your company name will be here, like here we have this, and this is the app that you get to download and you get to put up. All right, so Nurul is inside, Live a Legacy, and now we have other businesses that's coming on as well that we're gonna put up in the app, and you can use this app to give to your clients. You can manage your CRM through this app. You can send emails to hundreds of people with this app. You can communicate, do your sales page with this app. So it is a very, very good app, and you know, we'll be happy to have a session just to talk about this app if you are interested. Yeah. And yeah, it looks like this. Comes with a site as well, right? So this is a very good, yeah, you can put videos, photos, and all that. And this is our friend who is the software developer. It's Dennis. Oops, sorry. Yeah, just wanna, yeah, I'll take it up.
Hey everybody, I'm Dennis Wilson with Small Business Dream. We're so excited to welcome you to the Leave a Legacy Conscious Business Community. We work with Zeal and Rashida, and we basically just help anyone who has a dream of sort of doing good in the world and starting a business and having that business do good in the world, do better in their business. So we're sales and marketing automation experts. We help put software systems and processes in place to increase your sales and ensure your success. We welcome you to the community.
Yes, so we welcome you to the community. Right now we have Malaysia, Singapore, Indonesia. Australia is our partner in terms of corporate branding. We have the US, the North American people helping us with our software development part. We have people from Japan who are also interested to bring this message over to their country. But at the moment, these are some of the places that we are currently visible in, and we like to put more flags on it, on this page. And your membership also contributes to the digital marketing courses for refugees and the low income. So we can help them get started on small businesses online. You know, a lot of times since COVID happened, a lot of these street vendors, a lot of these refugees who go to people's house to clean their house, they can't make an income, right? So by teaching them online, they can sell their cakes online, they can sell whatever they're cooking online, you know, and make a business out of it. So your membership also for these COVID times is for us to reach out to new communities. So for the last 2-3 months, right, we've been reaching out to 5 different communities, not 1 but 5 in this 3 months alone. The refugee community in Kuala Lumpur, the two low-income communities in Malaysia, the migrant community, the low-income Indonesian community here in Malaysia, as well as the Cambodian water pump. So this has been happening very vibrantly through our business, adding impact and helping the leaders who make impact transform their whole mindsets around money and you know, creating good through your business and through your message. Okay, so that's it from me, and I welcome you into the community. So I hope to meet some of you. You are welcome to get in touch with me personally to say, okay, I want to join, or I have a few more questions. You are more than welcome to follow up after this. All right, so with that, thank you everybody, and I wish you all a happy week ahead and have a abundant life. All right, bye. Thanks, Maii. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Bye, everyone.